How's it going, everybody? Let's continue on in Daniel. And tonight we do get to um, exposing who he is and all that kind of stuff. I think we already did that in a previous video. Daniel 7:25, King James Version, Bible Gateway. So we'll tack on this other verse tonight. It's not part of the column, but we'll go one verse more. And Trump Tower has 5 multiple addresses, 721 through 725 Fifth Avenue, which we showed y'all in the previous video. There it is, 721 through 725 Fifth Avenue, which matches tonight's passage of Daniel 7:21 through 7:25, where the horn is the Antichrist. And Jesus said he would be here in his own name. John 5:43, King James Version, Bible Gateway. Jesus speaking to the Jewish people. And of course, Mr. Big is loved over there in the land today, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. They have a pyramid with an all-seeing eye on top of the Israeli Supreme Court. So there's your Egypt. I come in my Father's name. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another what? Another Christ. In this case, Antichrist, which is Antichristos, Strong's G 500. G5. The reversal of that is the technology, isn't it? The iron mixing with clay. Iron Man. The ghost is in the machine. Through the technology, through Satan is the prince of the power of the air. Through the air, they will come and possess all goats when they worship the image of the beast. If another comes in his own name, so he's going to be here in his own name, and a trump is a horn, and a horn is a trump, and the horn is the Antichrist in the book of Daniel. I came near unto one of them that stood by and asked him the truth of all of this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever. So again, every time you see the gold or the yellow here, however you're seeing it, God wins. But it bounces back and forth to the end times and the Antichrist and all that, then God winning, then the Antichrist, then God winning, and then the Antichrist. Literally back and forth. That's why I did the highlights. If you've been watching previous studies, you've already seen it bounce back and forth, and it does again today. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful. Though, so this is when the ghost goes into the machine or to the technology, and ends with the Antichrist, of course, the little horn that had eyes, which we'll get into in the next verse. So the truth of the fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire, and so on and so forth, which morphs finally evolves into the technology age, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron. That's the technology. And his nails of brass, and devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And the 10 horns that were in his head out of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn, this is the Antichrist, that had eyes and a mouth speaking very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. I beheld that same horn made war with the saints. Who makes war with the saints? The Antichrist. And prevailed against them. Now here's God winning again. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast, and that of course is after God's wrath, when they spend the millennial kingdom with Jesus. Whether it's a literal 1,000 years, I have no opinion on that, because in Revelation, before you get to judgment, before you get to that Satan is chained for 1,000 years, it states that there is time no longer. Anyway, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. This is at the abomination of desolation. Like Jesus said, therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Let whosoever readeth understand. And we get more deeply into that in Daniel 9:27. But here we are. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. What is that for? Again, see previous studies, to cleanse the bride, to make her white. This whole entire movie that we're all living in, scripted before the earth was even made, to spec, to exact specifications. It's nothing more than a love story between a bride and a bridegroom. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a love story. The sheep, the bride, are the apple of his eye. They are his orderly arrangement, his order of things, his constitution, his kingdom, which is the first Bible usage and definition of cosmos, which is what God so loved in John 3:16. For God so loved cosmos in the Greek. He doesn't love everybody born. You've been misled. Christmas is pagan. Easter is pagan. Birthdays are pagan. No free will. Hell is not eternal torment for humans. It's just for the fallen angels. The dead humans, unaware, killed at Revelation 20, verse 9, are thrown into the lake of fire. Death and hell are thrown. Hell means the grave. Death and the grave are thrown into the lake of fire. That's where the fire is. That's the culmination of the second death. They are referred to as dead from there on out after the flame hits them in verse 9. They are simply judged. They never say a sound. And then their dead bodies are thrown into the lake of fire. It's like a cremation process. It's a cleansing process. They're already dead going through the fire, going into the fire, just like cremation is today. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and wearing out the saints. Remember, Daniel 11:35, Daniel 12:10, both times you are told that these end times is to cleanse the bride and make her robes white, to try her, to purge the sins. We showed you those verses the other day. Hopefully you're watching these in order on a playlist at Trey Stokes Daily Bible Studies. Just click playlist. So when he wears out the saints of the Most High, and to think to change times and laws, and they shall give into his hand until a times and the dividing of time. It's 3.5 days, the Great Tribulation. That's all it is. 3.5 days. 3.5 days. Over to John 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall on the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. If any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor. Now is my soul troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour, but for this cause came I unto this hour. Again, he's going to follow the script. Remember, the New Testament, as you read it, think of it as basic, simple instruction with the illusion that you have any free will to carry out the basic, simple instruction. It's just a way to measure, it's a sheep's way to measure their blessed hope in salvation. It gives them hope when they see that these things are being done to them through the Holy Spirit baptizing them, not because their own free will and their wonderful, great heart and their good intelligence. Now is my soul troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour, but for this cause I came unto this hour. I already read that. Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. The people therefore stood by and heard it, said that it thundered. Others said an angel spake to him. Jesus answered and said, This voice came not because of me, but for your sakes. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. And I, if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. This he said, signifying what death he should die. The people answered him, We have heard out of the law that Christ abideth forever. And how sayest thou the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man? I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.